to look at example 8 on page 736, and it talks about finding the components of the vectors. Vectors have a horizontal component and a vertical component, and this says find the component of the vector v with initial point 3, 2. So let's graph that. Initial point 3, 2, which would be right there, and the terminal point 7, 4. So it begins at 3, 2, it ends at 7, 4. So there's our vector. Okay, and it says find the standard position. So what we want to do first, it wants to find the components of the vector. And to put something in component form, it means you want to know what this vector would be if you were to slide it back down to the origin. So what we do to do that is we take it and we just use the ordered pairs that we had. And let's just go back to black here. Okay, so if I take the ordered pairs that I'm given, and that was 3, 2, and 7, 4, and we just take the second x minus the first x, and we do the second y minus the first y, we get 4, 2. And if we write this in vector notation, what this means is that same vector, if we were to start it at the origin and end it at 4, 2, this is the same vector. We've just split it down so that it's at the origin. And so that's what we're kind of looking at there. So when you look at this, the horizontal component now is this line. Let me make it big enough where you can see it. This line here. The vertical component is this line here. So those are the two pieces of that actual vector. So the horizontal component, when we see that, is the vector 4, 0, because this is out 4 and up 0. And the vertical component is up 2, so the point 0, 2. So that's your vertical component of that one. So when it says to put it in component form, that's what it's doing. It's just looking at that from the origin instead of from its initial and its terminal point.